Hi, so if you're new here, I'm Simon, and this is going to be a very quick video where I take you through a little weekly review and planning session. So let's start with my little Notion page here, and this is okay. So I just need to tell you a little bit about who I am. So my background is in architecture, and about a year ago I started doing architectural consulting and freelancing. And I want to make these videos to basically because I think doing a weekly review and planning session is a really good habit to build. It gets you clear on what your intentions are and daily actions and helps you execute on projects and allows you to move your business forward. And I think that making these videos, the process of making these videos will hold me accountable to building the habit of consistently reviewing where I'm at and taking the steps I need to move forward. And I thought I would share this process and hopefully provide value to anyone who's interested. Maybe you're a business owner yourself and find that it's can be challenging or you get lost at times, and I've just found that having a little check-in session like this can be really helpful. So, and yeah, I want to hold myself accountable, and hopefully the fact that I'm telling you what I'm planning on doing the next time that I make this video, hopefully that'll be next week, I can tell you what I've done, and so it's a form of accountability also. So what am I doing with my business? How do I make money? Currently I have 2 clients. The first one is based in LA. It's an architectural studio, and I'm basically providing design and technical support for residential projects. Because there were those horrible fires in LA, there's a lot of rebuild projects going on, and so I am collaborating with a small studio there on some of those projects. That's more like a long-term working arrangement that I have with that client, and which is working out quite well. The second client I have is kind of a new one, and this has been interesting because it's a kind of a new income stream for me. And I'm working with an exhibition design agency, and they're based in Australia. So the time differences can be definitely a bit of a challenge at times, but that's been great because I've been able to diversify my income stream and dabble in this new space of exhibition design, which I have never thought I would be able to do, but that's been really great. So that's my kind of the services that I'm providing at the moment, and the other kind of side of my business that I'm slowly working on is hopefully to eventually build products and create other streams of income so that I diversify my income streams. And a part of that plan or strategy would be to create content. And I guess I'm just kind of wrote down a few of these bullet points to kind of get clear in my head again and remind myself why I'm actually making these videos and what content creation is all about. So I've kind of had a lull in making videos, and a big part of that has to do with a lack of time. I've got all these other commitments, personal responsibilities, and I'm just busy with this side of my business. I'm kind of doing like 6-day work weeks at the moment, which is taking up a lot of my time. So what I'm now trying to do with this type of video is reduce or completely cut out the editing, and that's why I've been experimenting with this new setup where I just am sharing my screen, sharing what I'm doing, and it's more like a stream. And so this format hopefully is going to reduce the friction and make the process of making content much easier. So why would you want to make content if you're a designer or an architect? Well, like I said, it's really about, the end product is really about trying to diversify your income stream and not be so reliant on a singular stream of income. You can do that by providing value in the form of products or services in exchange, obviously, for money. And really, you can use video, which is kind of an interesting creative act in itself, as a marketing tool. So you're trying to earn people's trust and build an audience. That's really the long-term project. But in order to do that, you have to, open up, turn on your camera, or however you're planning on sharing content. It might be blog posts or photos on Instagram, whatever it is. But you have to provide some form of value, and eventually that will, hopefully, if you're providing the value and people trust you and they get to know you, they will happily pay for your products. I've done it in the past, and I think a lot of designers don't like the idea of this kind of transaction, but really it's just about providing value. So that's kind of the other, making content is the other big part of the business that I'd like to continue to work on. And then just in terms of like the kind of tangible actions that relate to these two things, invoicing is something people don't really talk about very much, but I had to invoice 2 of my clients yesterday, so I've actually already done that. That always feels good to send an invoice out so you can get paid. I need to apply for another contract position. It's kind of like an on-call design position, which I think might be interesting, as this client, the Australian client, that contract is going to be ending in a few weeks, so I need to find another stream of income eventually to replace that. So I need to do that, and I wanted to record this video, so I can tick this one off as soon as I stop recording. And that's it. I'm gonna hopefully check it. I'm gonna try to make these videos every week if I can. So I'm gonna leave that there, and hopefully I can return next week and have another review and planning session. So until then, thanks, and see you then.